I don't really remember how I got the part of Anyone But Me, but I do remember Susan Miller asking me to audition, I think via email. And okay, I thought Susan Miller, icon, legend, award winning writer. So that's a yes. Um, Web series were new at the time, and I remember thinking, oh, I've heard about these web series things. That sounds interesting. And then for me, the real clincher was that the content was um, uh, queer women friendly, because I feel like there's just not that much content out there for young gay women. And so I wanted to be a part of that. And they wanted Aunt Jody to have a Tina Fey like quality. So that's my other idol. So, if I could even begin to aspire to the awkwardness and quirky smarts of Liz Lemon, then I was like, yes, I hope I get that part. And I did.
When I saw the first edited episode of Anyone But Me, I had seen it a number of times because I edit the show. So I think what I remember most is when we got to screen it for everybody. And screening, and we got the cast and the crew together to watch the show for the first time. And I remember everybody's reaction to it. I think I was really excited and really nervous and really hoping that everybody liked it. So I think I remember the most seeing people's reactions and hearing how excited they were and all those great things. And that was important. It was important that everybody feel good about what they did, and especially because we were going to go on and make more. So I think it's what I remember the most is the cast and crew reaction to seeing it for the first time.
When and how did I learn I was going to be a part of Anyone But Me, and where was I in my career? So I happened to be working on another beautiful play written by Susan Miller called It's Our Town Too, when she was beginning to work on Anyone But Me. And I think towards the end of our rehearsal process, I remember her saying, I'm working on this new project I'm really excited about, and I have a character that I'm developing that I think you'd be kind of perfect for. And so she said, I'll keep you posted on auditioning, but I just have a feeling you're going to be right for it. And the rest is history. I mean, at that point, I was still a baby out of school. I think that was '07. I was doing It's Our Town Too, and I had graduated that May. So for me, it was like, just to have another opportunity to work with Susan was like, sign me up. But it was just great to kind of keep on moving forward in my career and have the opportunity to move into film, which was different for me because so much of what I was used to was theater. So it was just really perfect. It just worked out perfectly.
My memory of writing the first scene of the first episode of Anyone But Me is, one of, well, now I also know the actors. I know, kind of the rhythms that Tina and I want in this. But the whole challenge, which did not stop, by the way, throughout, was just that we had to conform to a certain time. We had only so much time to shoot. So we needed to have a certain amount of pages, which is, it's an opportunity and it's also a challenge. And I was just excited to hear it out loud, hear it read, to see the actors with those words. And my experience as a playwright is that's the moment, everything comes to life. And just to feel like, okay, we have it right, or we're going to even get better at doing this, and so that Rachel is definitely going to sound like Vivian, and Nicole is definitely going to sound like Aster. So it was, it was memorable.
I really like the moment where Sophie and Vivian are at the New York Times, I believe in the finale of season 1, and they're like talking about journalism or whatever and asking about each other's lives, and Vivian asked me, so like, what's going on with you and Jonathan? And I go like, yeah, I don't know. And you see this like kind of like turn of like, oh, she's like, it feels like a girl becoming a woman, kind of realizing that like this relationship she's in, this very high school relationship she's in, sucks.
I think my editor is getting ticked off because I'm more interested in the architecture of the building than I am into her. But the style section, really? I'd be jaded in a minute if I had her job.
Well, my guy's got a Pulitzer for writing about the treatment of women in Afghanistan, which is totally intimidating. And he's the real thing.
You could do that. You'd be good at that.
I don't know if I really want to be a journalist or if I just like the sound of it.
I can see you with your notepad and all.
So, you and Jonathan?
Yeah.
Are you guys just not talking?
I'm not sure about us anymore.
Really?
I don't know if it's what I want.
I really love the scene at the beginning of the second season where I basically confront Rachel about having seen them kiss. And I think for Sophie, it is like it's a moment where she's like, why did you keep this from me? Also, like, did you think I couldn't handle it or that I would be judgmental about it? It's a turning point for the relationship, for sure.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, didn't think I'd find you. Or, Homer, since we're in the same homeroom. Crap, we're supposed to be quiet, aren't we? Okay. You saw me kissing Esther in the city, and you're freaked out. Like I'm sure everyone else is.
I'm not everyone, Vivian. You should have said something.
My first day on set. It's funny because I'm not even sure when that was. I remember filming the first episode, and I remember filming pretty much each of the scenes in the first episode. But I'm not sure what the days were at this point. What I do remember is filming the scene with the U-Haul, like right outside of Vivian's house where she was moving from. And I remember like just going like, oh my God, there are cameras and there's a mark and there's my thing I need to hit and can I move at all, or can I what do I do with my face, and like, is this all looking good and what's happening? It was very much like young actor kind of wondering if I was doing it right, and also being so excited and nervous about the opportunity that I was given. And everybody like made me feel so welcome. I also remember I remember really well like trying to like move something or get like a Diet Coke by myself, and someone be like, I'll do it. No, I'll do it. And I'm like, is this how this happens? Do actors just like not do anything and people get things for them? Like, what? I mean, especially coming from theater, it's like where you're moving all of your own sets and props and things like that. So this was a different experience for me, and I was like, I guess I could get used to this. Like, it was all very exciting. That's what I remember. Yeah.